Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be bringing you an update. Today I woke up just knowing that it was time to do another video post, which is usually how it works when you run a spirit-led business. You never know what any day is going to bring. And as I was preparing to put this video post together for you, I was asking, what do I want to share? What is the message that wants to come through? And instantly floated in skinny dipping with spirit. So I'm really excited to share that story with you. And then also I want to share with you the step 4 experience that Abraham expanded on during my week in Mexico. So I've been back, I think for almost 2 weeks now, and it's been a real integration process. It's been totally amazing to spend 6 days. I think we had like a little over 18 hours or something like 18 hours total with Abraham, to have that concentrated amount of time of being in a really high vibration with a lot of really powerful non-physical energy. All non-physical energy is powerful, but it was just such an intense experience. And then we had a lot of fun and relaxation and just being in joy and bliss as well. So today's video blog post, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of information about skinny dipping with spirit, some of what we learned about the step 4 process that I'm just finding so much joy in and is bringing me a lot of relief, and I'm hoping will do the same for you. So let's get into it. One of the things you heard me talk about in my last video post was about alignment trumps everything, and really having this sense of like always being supported. And when we're connected to who we really are and we're in that aligned place, which is my passion in the world, and bringing that soul alignment to as many individuals as possible, or as many who are called to it. What we heard time and time again is that spirit trumps it all. Alignment trumps everything. So we're in eclipse season. There's a lot of talk about, oh, this is such an intense time and it's going to bring up shadow stuff. And there's a lot of different perspectives about what this astrological time means and just what this time in the world means for us. And what I keep coming back to and what I keep hearing again and again is that spirit trumps all. Alignment trumps everything. So you can be in the worst economic climate, you can be in the worst astrological climate, but if you are connected and aligned with who you really are, which means that source part of you, and you're connected to all of the guidance that's around you and is being brought to you in every single moment, you don't have to go through the shit. So we don't always have to go through the shit, right? So that's a belief system. We have to go through a lot of shit to get to the good stuff. Well, that's not actually true. If we stay aligned with our soul, we'll have contrasting, or now Abraham's calling them variety, experiences that will show us some different areas of growth and expansion. That will always be happening. That's part of our expansion of being human beings. But it's really important to remember that our alignment is everything, so that no matter what's going on in the world, if we make our #1 priority our connection to who we really are, that all the isness of who we are, that we can really live a life beyond our dreams, and maybe a life that doesn't make sense to other people who are looking at and watching it. Now, there's certainly nothing wrong with going through contrasting experiences or feeling like this intense time is bringing up my shadow parts or whatever it might be. This is not about right or wrong. This is just another perspective and a reminder that our alignment rules everything. And when we're aligned, we've got the power of worlds behind us, and that transcends astrology, that transcends economic climates, that transcends political climates. And when we make that our #1 priority and our life experience, watch out, right? And we see people who are masters of this, who are doing this. Hicks is definitely an example of that. Gabrielle Bernstein. There's a lot of amazing folks out there who are doing this alignment work and really showing us what's possible when we make our alignment to source energy into our soul our #1 priority. So, with that being said, when I was in Mexico, we had this really incredible experience where we were super aligned. I was there with one of my best girlfriends, Rebecca, and we were just in the flow. We had spent, we had an amazing day with Abraham and just being at the beach, and we ended up dancing most of the night, and we went down, there was like a club area, and we actually went down to where we were right in front of the ocean because we could hear the music. It was all outdoor and open air, and we were dancing like right there on the ocean. It was just this magical, divine feminine moment where we just felt so much energy and support around us. And on our way back to our room, Rebecca said, why don't we go skinny dipping? I'm just feeling like we should go do this. I had never, if you can believe this, I can't believe this, but I'd never been skinny dipping before. And I was like, hell yeah, that felt like so much alignment. So we got into the pool. We had this beautiful pool that was out by the concierge suites that we were in. It was a private pool for folks in those concierge suites. So we just got in there. It was like, I think maybe like 10 o'clock at night, and it was the most amazing experience. We just felt so free. We had just so much beautiful energy around us. And I said out loud, as we were in the pool, I was like, Esther would so high five us right now if she saw us doing this. And then I was like, actually, Abraham is here and they are so proud of us. And literally within 2 seconds of those words coming out of my mouth, the DJ, who we could still hear playing because it's all this huge resort that was all open air, the DJ starts playing the very song that we had been dancing to every single morning for the seminar, which is Happy by Pharrell Williams, which if you have not heard it, I would be surprised, and 2, please hear it. It's like such an example of pure connection to source energy coming through music, and another example of an artist really bringing that through. But it was such an amazing experience. We're like skinny dipping with spirit, like totally had that alignment. It was just such a blissful experience, and then to receive that like confirmation at the very moment those words left my mouth that yeah, yes, we're totally here and we're totally cheering you on. It was so much fun. About an hour later, we were in there a long time. A security guard comes by on a Segway, and he, you know, asks us like, ladies, do you know the pool closed like 3 hours ago? And Rebecca's like, okay, we'll get out. And he's like, no, that's fine. Just, you know, just if you could get out soon, that would be great. And we really felt like, again, we were kind of feeling nearing the end of the completion of our swim and just our alignment with the stars in the sky. And so we had the security guard come up, let us know it was time to go. And we just took everything that happened as, you know, spirit supporting us and the next step in our process for that day. Like, okay, what are we going to do next? And we would just wait for the signs to come. Like I would literally just sit there and ask, okay, show me what's next. And the next piece and the next piece would come. And it's been really fun coming back into my day-to-day life and remembering to do that even when there's a list of items that like I need to get done or things that seem like they are a big priority. Like moving away from just letting like I have to do this into really allowing your inspiration and your alignment to your soul guide you. So it's been a lot of fun. We had an incredible time. It was like a huge attunement when we were at Abraham, and I've been having so much fun with my sessions this week and sharing with folks and preparing for our group in 2 weeks of really bringing that attunement to the next level for all of us so that we can live in that aligned place where the universe is simply just confirming and guiding us every step of the way. So that brings me to the next piece I wanted to talk about, and that is the step 4 experience. And you may have heard about this on YouTube or heard some chatterings about this. Whether or not you're a fan of Abraham-Hicks, this is something we can all use because there will be times when we're in a really high vibration and some variety experience will show up that doesn't quite seem to fit, or it's an old story, an old pattern for us. So I'm back in my real life, out of that beautiful vortex and that powerful healing matrix that we were in. And I'm back here in my life and I'm in a high vibration, I'm feeling good, but something comes in that doesn't feel good. Like, for instance, I was picking up some stuff at the store and they were out of what I needed, and I was just like really irritated by this. I was like, this is a store, this is America, like, wow, why is this happening? Just getting really irritated and triggered by not being able to have what I wanted to have happen in that moment, right? And this is a very small example of what's possible to do with this step 4 experience, but bear with me. So in a step 4 experience, we're in a high vibration, we're feeling good, we're riding high. We have an experience come in that doesn't feel in alignment. Like we want something, we think we're supposed to have something, and then it doesn't show up the way we think it's supposed to. And for me, like I get irritated, I get pissed, whatever emotions come up, right? And what it is doing is stopping in that moment and being like, I'm in a high vibration right now. This is not an experience that I want to be having right now, but I now have the opportunity to see this experience through the eyes of source. So the security guard coming and saying to us like, okay, hey ladies, you need to get out of the pool and yeah, please put some clothes on. We could have looked at it as like, you're interrupting our beautiful experience. However, we were in that flow and we knew that that happening was the universe, spirit, guidance, whatever, saying to us like, hey, it's time to move on to the next unfolding of your evening. And so when we're wanting something to happen and it doesn't happen, we have an opportunity to be in that and see it through the eyes of source, which is like, I wasn't really supposed to have that thing that I thought I wanted to have at that exact moment. Like I really needed something else, and maybe something else is going going to come in. Or in my case, I realized like, oh, that's not actually something I want to put in my body. So that's why they didn't have what I thought I wanted at that particular time. So it's a really powerful opportunity. Now, if you're in a low vibration and things are coming in that aren't matching you, well, that's a law of attraction. You're just calling in what doesn't match you. But when you've been doing this work for a while and soul alignment is your focus and you make that your priority, you are still going to have contrasting experiences or variety experiences show up. Now, does that mean you're doing something wrong or you lowered your vibration? It's definitely easy to go into like, how did I manifest this, and get into crazy town on that. But it's actually an opportunity, and I love that Abraham shared this. It's actually an opportunity for us to go, wait, I get to see this experience through the eyes of source. I really get to see this at a whole other frequency and a whole different level. And when we can do that, when we can show up for those contrasting experiences, see it through the eyes of source, see the truth of what's happening, and really see how we're being directed and guided, we heal it. That those reoccurring patterns don't have to keep showing up because we now are no longer in the same vibrational frequency that would attract it. It came in at a higher frequency when we were at a higher frequency so that we could heal it by seeing it through the eyes of source. This is so much fun to play with. I really want to encourage you when you find contrast coming in or things happening, even the minor irritants like what I described, to even bigger things, wanting to manifest something and not manifesting, or manifesting in a way that you don't agree with, really taking that opportunity to look at it through the eyes of source. And remember, when your soul alignment is your priority, you're going to be at a completely different level. So when you're at that higher vibration and those contrasting experiences come in, they don't have to keep coming in when you can see it through that step 4 lens. So please play with this in your life. Leave some comments below and let us know how it's going for you. I'd love to hear your experience with this, and I know it'll be something that we continue to refine and come back to as I'm on this journey as well with you. I would so love to share with you in the very near future. So if you're feeling alignment with my message and the work that I'm doing in the world, please join us April 29th at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We will be releasing scarcity and lack consciousness and really focusing on shifting into a higher frequency of abundance so that we can really claim more of what we're here to live, which is abundantly. And so you can find more details on my website at heatherstrang.com under offerings and soul alignment sessions. So I really look forward to sharing you with that. And we've got 2 more weeks before the deadline fully expires for my retreat, Bring on the Magic. You get a weekend with me. We are going to be busting through our glass ceilings and really like stripping away those barriers that keep us from living the fullness of who we really are. It's going to be a massive soul alignment attunement. And don't worry if it feels like that's a lot of alignment to experience. We'll be recording all the sessions, so whether you're there or not in person for each session, you'll have the recording, you'll receive the alignment. We're going to be mixing in, just like we did at Abraham, a lot of fun, a lot of joy, a lot of celebration, and then a lot of really great community alignment and empowerment into the fullness of who we are, and really aligning us to our full destiny and the full manifestation of what we're here to experience in this lifetime. So if that calls to you, definitely check it out on my website, heatherstrang.com, under offerings and retreats. We'd love to have you. We've got 2 more spots available. And again, that expires May 1st. So definitely join us. I can't wait to share with you. It's been so much fun being back this week and sharing with folks and just seeing how the sessions are going to new and expanded places and preparing for our group session, and just knowing like as a collective we're all stepping into an even greater alignment with who we really are. And watch out, world, right? Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for listening. I'd love to hear what you thought about this video and how soul alignment feels for you and your step 4 experiences. So please leave comments below. Check me out at heatherstrang.com, and so much love to you. Thank you for being part of my swirl and part of this amazing time in the world that we all get to be alive together. Thank you so much. Much love to you. Mwah. Thank you.